Hello, everyone.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi.
welcome.
Welcome to the Lartnickscars. Uh,
Yeah, welcome back.
Lartnickscars.
Been a minute, but we have a very special guest today.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Returning guest
Yep.
to
And on.
the Twitch iteration of the show, friend of the show,
Yep, that's
Nick.
me, a friend of the show.
Nick.
uh,
I'm back.
yeah.
So,
So, why don't you go ahead, Carter, and tell us what we'll be talking about today?
so, uh, so today we're gonna be doing at least the first part because when are the actual Oscars?
March, I think, like next month at some point.
Okay, because I
Yeah, I
think
think early first week of March sometime.
because I definitely want to do like one more episode with some Oscar noms. But today we're gonna be going over a few of the Oscar noms,
Mm.
talking about them, uh, and just just vibing, seeing what we think of them. Uh, I
Mm-hmm.
I myself haven't watched that many of them. I was gonna watch more, but you know me. So uh, I
I mean, you
watched.
watched a good amount. I mean, this is the most amount of movies I think we've talked about for this show so far.
What about
So,
Terrifier?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Terrifier,
yeah,
though.
well, I mean, that's three
Oh,
movies,
Terrifier.
but I mean, we have at least three or four, I guess, depending on
I've
how many you've seen.
I've
But
seen
yeah.
three.
Okay, okay. So equal for you. I think for me, four, or me five altogether. But yeah.
By the way, everyone, on my end, it looks like my connection isn't great. So just let me know, or let us know, like if we sound okay, because it might be kind of choppy, but I hope not.
Okay.
If it is,
Things
just
look
let us
good
know.
on things look good on my end. I have the stream up and it looks good to me, so I think we're chilling.
Okay, nice. So what movies have you all seen from the Oscar Best Picture nominees?
Okay. I'm thinking okay, well I'll go first. I know Nick has definitely seen the most out of all of us, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I've seen Dune 2. Um I've seen now as of the last 2 weeks, I've seen Amelia Perez, Conclave, and Anora. Uh, and I think there was another Best Picture nominee that I had already seen, but I can't remember what it
You
was.
saw Wicked, didn't you?
Conclave and Nora.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot that was the Best Picture nominee. That's
I
kind of
forgot that too. Oh, The
Uh,
yeah.
Substance. Forgot about The Substance.
Oh wait, that's Best Picture too. I didn't even
Yeah.
realize that. Huh. Okay, well yeah, there you go. So I
Mm-hmm.
guess six altogether that I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
so
But
I've
yeah.
seen. I watched Dune 2 earlier this year. That's nominated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this week, or in the past like day, uh, I watched Amelia Perez and I watched Conclave. I just finished it like 20 minutes ago. Uh,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
So, which ones have you seen, Nick?
I guess I know I've seen 8 because I have 2 that I'm missing. I'm Still Here and Nickel Boys.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, so Dune, Substance, Anora, um, Conclave, Wicked. I'm missing. Like, okay, I've seen The Brutalist.
Mm.
Um, what else am I? Oh, A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
And then I don't know if I said Wicked already. Maybe Wicked was my last one.
Mm.
So yeah, I've seen 8 of the 10, and I'm currently I'm doing Oscar's Death Race. I don't know if you know that. where you just watch every movie nominated. So I'm in the
Whoa.
middle of that. When the Oscar nominations came out, I think I had seen like a good amount of them, and like the ones that I hadn't seen, I was already interested in. So I was like,
Mm,
I first started with the ones I was interested in, and I was like, we'll see if I'm able to finish this.
yeah.
And I think I can. I only have like 5 or 6, I think, left. So, and
Nice.
there's
Nice.
like a couple weeks. So, and I've seen all the shorts. I've seen all the shorts at this point. Most of them were on like YouTube and stuff. So,
Awesome.
That's
so
good.
yeah, I'm pretty tapped in.
So,
It, well, yeah, you're like our Oscar expert, I guess,
Yeah,
between all of us.
so
And
yeah.
those
we're
are the
Oscar noobs.
so those are the three that you have listed right there. Those are the ones that we
We've
are
all
talking.
seen, right? Or
Yeah.
am I missing one?
Those are the ones I've seen, and I think you'll too have seen all of those. So
Hmm.
I think we're good
Mm-hmm.
there.
Yeah.
I just want to say I want to talk about Amelia Perez first because I have so much to say. I think.
Okay, I'm
Maybe,
curious.
uh, but anything else y'all wanted to say before we got started?
Um,
Uh, it's a good, clean fight. Um, and may the best movie win.
exactly.
True. Uh,
No, I don't know. I'm excited to talk about all of these, but for different reasons.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'll have the least to say about Dune 2 just because it's not super fresh in my mind, but
Hmm.
Yeah,
I the other two are very fresh in my mind. So uh, I just
perfect.
but Amelia Perez uh, is notable because it is the most nominated movie this year out of any movie. It has like
Hmm.
12, it's like 12 or 13 nominations.
Yeah,
And
something like that.
I hear it's one nomination away from being one of the most nominated Oscar movies like ever.
Damn.
Or
yeah,
two. I guess two from it like if it had one more nomination, it would be at the same level as the movie that's been nominated the most. But yeah, you get my
Hmm.
point.
and judging from online discourse, it seems like nobody likes this movie. And I
Yeah.
am in agreement because this is like one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
Damn.
Oh my
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
God.
I agree.
definitely
Sucks.
yeah. I think the nicest way to put it is I don't understand why it's getting these awards.
Yeah.
Um, and it because it's won awards too, like a I think it won a Golden Globe or some other
Yeah.
industry award.
It won the like Golden Globe for best musical or best musical slash comedy. So it like beat out Challengers, The Substance, Wicked, like whatever else was nominated. It was like a good, pretty solid lineup too. Like I
That's
was,
insane.
yeah,
That's
it was like, oh,
insane.
I like all these movies except for this one.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
interesting about Amelia Perez is that like there are individual elements about this movie that I think are fine, but
Yeah,
Mm,
me too.
combined, like the whole experience just just this is disaster. Like I don't
Yeah,
understand like
yeah.
I don't really even understand like how it like so I don't know. I was like thinking because it's funny. The last movie we talked about was Joker 2, and I
Yeah.
honestly just because they're both musicals, like weird musicals,
Oh my God, you're right.
movies that shouldn't be musicals probably. uh,
Mhm.
uh, I was trying to think of which one I liked less, and I think I like Joker 2 less,
Mhm.
just because I think that
It's
movie
honestly
is
hard for me to say.
more like cynical.
Yeah,
While
that's
this
definitely
movie,
true.
I think there's genuine passion behind it, and I at least respect that.
That makes sense. Yeah,
Uh, but yeah, God, where to
yeah.
begin?
I saw Amelia Perez like the day it came out on Netflix because there was
Whoa.
awards buzz behind it. So
Mm,
I watched it, um, and I didn't like the reactions at the time were like mixed from people, so I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna think of this movie. And I watched it and I was like, this sucks. And then um I when I watched it, I was like, this Oscars, this is not their type of movie. Like I was like, this is they're not probably not gonna embrace this. Everyone thinks that they will, but like it's not it like I expected like, oh, even if I don't like it, it's gonna feel like Oscar bait, but it didn't even feel like Oscar bait. It was like, this is too weird. But then like the awards leading up to the Oscars, they were all like loving it, especially like industry awards. Like the critics awards, not as much, but like industry stuff, like that, they love it for some reason. Um, and yeah, and it ended up being the most nominated movie. And yeah, like Carter said, like there's some aspects of it I liked. I remember there was like the the scene where she like danced around the tables is like kind of fun and like everyone's frozen.
Mhm.
I remember liking that.
Mhm.
Um, and her performance is not bad. Zoe Saldana's performance. Um, but honestly, that's like most pretty much everything I got from it. Like it's a complete mess, and like the songs aren't good, and they're really like, I don't know, they're weird.
They're
The
jarring.
story like kind of makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like
It like they like make me they like multiple of the songs legit like when they started they made me cringe.
Yeah.
I was like, no, 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 I don't want to get into this. Like, no.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I think like for me, I'm just like if there were things that I kind of enjoyed in isolation, like okay, I mean, how much do y'all know about like some of the behind the scenes like cancellation stuff going on with this movie?
I know
yeah,
one of the actors posted a bunch of like really racist shit on their
Like the
Twitter.
yeah,
main actor, the transgender main character actor
Yeah.
yeah.
is yeah.
I remember like when I watched this movie, I was like, when I first watched it, I was like, you know what? It wasn't a good movie, but you know, she didn't do. She was pretty solid in it, and like I hope she gets a nomination because that would be cool for her to get a nomination. Um, but yeah, those like some of those tweets, I was
Insane.
reading, I was like, this is
Insane.
really really racist stuff. Like I haven't
Yeah.
seen this level of stuff from like a major celebrity in like a long time.
Yeah,
Um,
and did you see she had like an interview done?
No, oh, they like interviewed her. I like read a little bit about it. She was like, what did she say? Like that was the old me or something. Or
Yeah,
at
she said
first
it
she
was
like,
the old her and she was sorry that people interpreted her messages in a bad way
yeah, it's crazy.
and
Good
that
lord.
people took offense from it. She's sorry that people took offense for what she
Yeah,
said. Um, which is
that's not good.
yeah.
And and, like one of the things she said, I remember in that interview, she was like, "That's me from 10 years ago," but like some of these tweets were from like 3 years ago. It's
It's
like,
just
does she not know that like this could be
Uh,
backed up by like
utterly
yeah, they
bizarre.
have
evidence?
the
Like,
date on them. Yeah, so
yeah.
that was like one aspect of it, but then there's also the fact that like many and like I don't speak Spanish, so I can't like
Oh
I
yeah.
don't get this aspect, but many people were saying about the Spanish speaking in this movie two things. One, that apparently the Spanish accents were like completely off. Like
Yeah,
there,
that's what I
because it's
heard.
supposed to take place in Mexico, right? But everyone has a
Mhm.
very distinctly like Spain Spanish accent, which
Oh,
like
okay.
yeah, because like a lot of there were no actors from Mexico in the movie, like
Mhm.
We
point
got
blank. And
Selena
on
That's
this
Gomez.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the director said apparently that there was no one talented from Mexico, and that's
Really?
why,
No
Oh my
yeah,
God,
way.
Jesus.
there were no talented, or I might be slightly misquoting, but it was something to the effect of there were no like talented actors for the role from Mexico,
That's
something like
crazy.
that. Yeah, which like even if he hadn't said that, like,
Yeah.
oh,
That
that's just
yeah.
rough.
It
My
is.
God.
And they used AI for the accents too. Like
Did
that
they?
was another
Yeah,
one, like the Brutalist. Like even like they used AI and they still couldn't get the accents right. Like
yeah, and they
that's
also used AI
crazy.
for the singing apparently, like so that the
Oh, okay.
actors would hit certain notes. But
Mhm.
yeah, so it's been embroiled in like a lot of controversy. Also, people didn't like the depiction of like Mexican cartels was not true to life, which like I mean, if you have no one Mexican working on it, like
That makes sense. They'd mess that up.
yeah, um,
And like probably contribute to like stereotypes.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I think like behind the scenes, there's nothing good. Like I mean,
I
like like maybe that's a bit harsh, but
I don't know, it seems like it. Like it's had a lot of controversy.
and
I
they like
think
none of the like every no, go ahead.
I think the reason this movie has so many Oscar nominations is because it has like the facade of like being like a progressive movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
yeah, for
like
sure.
that's why
that's what
like oh
I
trans
think so.
characters, oh there's like a lot of different like cultures like being mixed. It's by a French director with English speaking actors and Spanish speaking actors. You know, it's got like
Mhm.
this stuff going for it, and people in the Oscars want to see progressive, so they just vote for that one.
They
Yeah,
definitely do. Yeah.
yeah.
And
I think people, or I made this point before I saw the movie, but to me it seemed like white savior movie, but like about a trans person, like a
yeah,
Yeah.
cis savior movie, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, the
Which
kind of.
I
You're
was
right. I didn't even think
completely
about
off
that.
on that. But yeah, that was before I'd seen it, and I still kind of agree with that assessment.
Mhm. That makes sense, yeah. I mean, if they wanted to nominate like something trans this year that was good, then they should have went with I Saw the TV Glow, you know?
Exactly,
Like
exactly. Yeah,
that was a amazing movie in
yeah.
my opinion.
obviously. I'm shocked that I
Um,
mean it didn't get like a single. What was
yeah,
it
it
in
didn't
any?
get anything, but it's also like
Yeah,
that's way too weird for them. Like they I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
kind of what I'm
it's too
thinking.
abstract. I don't think they would even like most of the academy is probably older. Like so I don't know if that's their type of movie.
I don't know
hmm.
why, but
Yeah,
what just what you said when you said most of the people are too old, like they're old. I just immediately thought of the scene and I saw the TV go where the character's like I pissed and shit myself when I was like in the grave. I don't know why. I don't know why.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. That's the first scene that came to my mind. I was like,
No,
that's too weird for the. For
you can't see that. Yeah, that's
yeah.
it. I'm not nominating this movie.
Shout out to that movie. That was our
Yeah,
first on. Was that the first one we did on our
yeah.
Oh
return?
yeah.
On Twitch. Yep, that's the first one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think yeah, this movie. There's like so many levels to its badness too, because I mean, I only talked about or mainly talked about the stuff behind the scenes and the controversy, but the plot is like nigh like
It doesn't make any sense.
incomprehensible and
It doesn't
like
It
make
is
any
breaks
sense.
incomprehensible. Yeah.
yeah, breakneck pace of like so many things happening that are seemingly unmotivated, like just
Yeah.
things
Mhm.
happening constantly. Um, just to bring up a notorious scene that everyone talks about. Uh, at the very beginning of the movie, the main character, who's a lawyer, who, I mean, I guess background for people who hadn't seen it, there's a main lawyer lady who's helping this person transition to a woman.
Mhm.
Why she was chosen to do this as a lawyer, or why it's the job of a lawyer to do this, unclear to me. I don't know
Mhm.
why it's like some random lawyer lady, whatever. That
Yeah.
aside, um, she goes to Thailand, I guess it is, or somewhere in South Asia.
I think
Um,
Bangkok.
and or
What's it pronounced? Bangkok or something?
yeah, Bangkok. They talk about uh having, gender affirming surgery, and
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
they sing about um
Penis to
uh
vagina.
God, yeah, penis to vagina. I was like trying to remember the whole thing because it's just like such a terrible like musical